right. Lordy, lordy. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm just getting comments. Ah. Hey! I'm just trying to find the group. Okay. All right. There. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, hold on. Why am I not showing up? Okay. Hey, y'all. How's it going? I was trying to get my comments up. See if I can find it now. No. Wait a minute. Is that me? Yeah, there's me. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm a hot flippin' mess. It has been a rough day. So, I'm so sorry if I'm just like, bleh. Alright, so we're going to play with this truck today. I got this last year. We were going to do this last year, and I ran out of time. So, this came from Carolina Pottery. They still have some, but they're a little bit different than this year. Than last year. Yep. So I had this really awesome tree to go with it, and I cannot for the life of me find the tree. So I had this really tiny tree, and I don't really think I like it because I think it's too small for this truck. So I think we're going to make our own. And it would be a great thing to show y'all, since we're going to need to do it anyways. Alright, so we're going to decorate the back of this truck, and I have some cute little things for the front. I have this little guy. How cute is he? Isn't he cute? He looks like a little elf who's been picking trees. Doesn't he? Your daughter just got engaged? Oh my gosh, how exciting! Congratulations! How cool! So this little guy came from Hobby Lobby, and he's going to drive our truck. So he's going to be sitting in here in the truck, and what we're going to do is we're going to put him so that his arm is hanging out the window, like that. Can you see him? Oh my gosh, he's so cute! And then we're going to put a bunch of presents over here. Alright, in the back, we are going to put a tree coming out the back, and then we're going to kind of decorate the front up a little bit. I also have, and I bought several different ones because I didn't have my truck with me, and so I didn't know what size I needed. I'm telling y'all, I'm like a hot mess today. So this morning, I was getting ready to start packing orders and stuff, and then somebody called me and said, your dad just fell on the sidewalk and just smacked his head and he's bleeding. So I had to drop everything, run go get my dad, and we had to go to the emergency room. So I was there most of the morning and afternoon, and then I had to come home and do homeschool. So yay me! Thank God my dad is fine. Thank God. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what we need to put in for the truck. Okay. I think this is the one. I really like this one. I think this is the one I'm going to use. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Am I dropping off? Okay, seriously? I'm still having trouble with my meal, y'all. I just do not know what is going on. Yeah, he's okay though. It was just scary. You know, it's scary. Scary when that happens. Okay, so let me get my mind organized here. So we are going to put this little thing in the front to be the little, you know, wreath in the front. I really like this one because to me it looks like kind of like little leaves. Okay. So we're going to definitely use this one, I think. I got a couple others, but I just wasn't sure. I thought this one might be too small. It's actually okay too. I got this one. So just to give you kind of an idea, you could do a couple different ones. So see, that one's really cute. That one's cute. You could make one of these, y'all. And I think we're going to do this one. See it? I love it. Okay. Lordy, I'm hot. Whew. Hold on, I'm going to put my fan over here. Alright, there we go. Okay, y'all ready? Let's get going. I keep knocking my scissors on my foot. Alright, so I thought I could actually use this and kind of like bump it up a little bit, but I still think it's too small. So we are going to make our own. So, and I think it's a really good thing to show you that you can make your own. Alright, so there's two different ways, okay? You can use one of these. This is one of the door swags, okay? And what you can do in half and then just spread this out, alright? Or we can use a swag. So I think what we're going to do is use a swag. Isn't the truck cute? It's so cute, right? It's pretty big too, y'all, I'm going to tell you. So when you're doing something like this, you really need, now this is way bigger than I want, but you really need something that's a little bit bigger than that small tree. So I was thinking about right here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So we're going to cut this part off. Okay? And then we're going to get it tucked in. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some styrofoam down. You could also put your gaps and crack in here. I'm just not going to do that because I do not like to use the gaps and cracks when I have a container that could possibly pop out, because I've had bad experience with that. So I tend to be a little cautious of that. Alright, so down in here is where I need to cut it. I have some bolt cutters, and I'm going to tell you, they come in handy. There we go. Okay, so I will save this part because we will use it for something else. And honestly, y'all, this is cheaper than going and buying one of those little trees. So the next time you're thinking about buying a tree, just go get a swag. Just go find an inexpensive swag. And what you can do is use it as a Christmas tree. I've seen them do this at Sims 100 times. So you can put, you know how they have the little trees that you put in the pots outside your house? Well, they do that all the time at Sims with these little swags. It's the same greenery pieces. Alright, so I'm just going to pull it out. Hey Mel, how's she doing? Poor Mel's daughter has had a time, y'all. Something terrible. She's pregnant and she's had kidney stone, and it took them days to get it out. You know, and since she's pregnant, they couldn't really give her like the good medicine stuff. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to stick it in here like this. All right, let's see. Trying to see if I can get, I'm going to be able to punch it in there or not. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut off some of the bottom pieces so I can get it. Oh, I'm so glad she's much better. We're going to save these pieces. We're going to glue them back in so we can make it a little bit plumper. Okay. Excuse me. I'm looking for my cutters. And not my giant ones, but my regular. Here they are. Okay. Yeah, she's had a rough few days. Very rough few days. Just horrible, right? Okay. I love this one because it has all these different pieces in it. Alright. So I'm just going to try to clean off around this area so I will be able to put it in the styrofoam and get a good hold. I'm going to make a mess, but that's okay. So we have trash cans for. Alright, there's the piece of metal that I want to get to. I need at least a little bit of room so I can get it down in there. Okay. There we go. That should do it. Alright, so I'm going to put this in. This is just a dry block. Just use whatever you have around. I'll just use this because I have it around. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I need to get myself something to put in this thing, and I just keep thinking, oh, I'll get to it, and I don't. So I'm just putting some glue on here. Since this is a truck, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. So I'm just going to place it in there. Okay, and glue it down. Now, let's, okay. You getting your bed ready, Bella? Let's see. I think I need about right there. Okay. I like to have these big blocks. I'm sorry, it sounds terrible. I find it less expensive to have these. You just have to score it. Okay? And then just put it on the edge and pop it off. That way you can just keep using the same one over and over. And I'm going to tell you what, y'all, these things are like a ton cheaper than the cut ones. A ton. Alright, so I need, let's make that in it. Alright, so we're going to score it. Right there. Pop it off. Ha ha! We got it. Alright, let's just dry fit it. Alright, so the reason I'm doing this, just so you'll know, so if you put something in there nice and snug, then you don't have to worry if the glue gets kind of messed up, that it's going to come out because it's going to be in there snug. Okay? I'm just going to shave it off a little bit. Okay. Sorry, y'all, I know that's just a mess and it's loud. Okay. All right. So how y'all doing tonight? Y'all doing okay? Let's see. There we go. That's it. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take it and paint it with my glue. Just on one side. But it's not going to come out because we have it pretty snug in there. Okay? Oh, I think it goes this way. Yep. Alright. So there we go. It's nice and snug in there. It's not going to come out. I'm good. I'm ready for some of this craft therapy because it's been a day. Alright. Now, we can figure out where we want our little tree guy to go. I want him to come out the back, but I want there to be room to put in the front. So, we'll see if we can, if this will go down far enough. So I'm going to put some glue on it. Okay. No, I don't think I have enough cut off. Okay, hold on, more surgery. Actually, I might be able. Hold on. Alright, so, having trouble getting this to go in. So what I'll do is I'll take a piece of pine that's attached. Alright, I made a hole in the styrofoam. And I'm going to use that to get it glued in there. Okay. Alright, there we go. Better. Okay. We can also use a few pins to put it in. You could drill some holes in it and tie it down. I just didn't want to do that because if I ever decide later I want to do something else, I want to be able to take it back off. So, I want to make sure I'll be able to do that. Okay. Now, to make this look a little bit fuller like a tree, we're going to cut some of the excess and we're going to glue it in so it looks a little bit fuller like a tree would look. Okay? We don't have to worry about the back side because nobody's going to see that. But we do need to worry about the front side. Isn't that right, Belly? Alright, so we have this whole piece. Okay? We can grab some stuff off here. Alright, cut them in half because we don't need really long ones. We're going to put some extra stuff in here. We're going to decorate up our tree. Okay. So that's going to take care of some of it. Like that. So we want it to look, you know, like a natural tree. Okay? Alright. I love these pieces. Let's put this piece in. I love these pine pieces because they look so realistic to me. They look like big old pine pieces. Okay. Hi, honey. You come in. We're going to use a bunch of filler here in the front. Okay. But I got, look at this stuff. Ooh, I love it. We can even build up that front a little bit if we don't want to have to cover it quite that much. But I got like some of these. Aren't they cute? They're like little tiny pine pieces with the Little pine cones in them. Code. Uh-oh, you had trouble getting on? Okay. Let's see. I want to see if that's going to look okay or not. Let's see. Okay. Sometimes I have to look and see. We might put these in the front. Okay. I definitely want to add a few of these in. This will give it a little personality. Yeah. Whoop. Y'all, I am so bad about dropping my little pieces that I glue with into that glue. Alright. Let me see if I need to. Maybe not. Okay, so let me turn this so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm going to start filling in this area here. Oh yeah, man, those epidurals, they can have some nasty side effects. They give you that epidural migraine. Oh my gosh, those things are terrible. I was lucky I didn't have one of those, but one of my really close friends did. It was horrible. Horrible. I'm glad Amanda's feeling better. She didn't have that now, because that's really bad. Okay. So remember, this is like baking a cake. He's doing okay. He's very sore. You know, he's real sore from his adventure today. Because it was an adventure, I'll tell you. Scary. It's tough when your parents start getting older, y'all. It's just tough. But I am very glad that they called me, because that man would have gone right back to the center and not gone to the hospital. As a matter of fact, that's what he tried to tell me, and I said, no. Sorry. We're going to the ER. So we did. Okay. Alright. Whew. That stuff is fun and messy. And I just knocked it off my table. Okay, so let's start. We're going to decorate this part. But we're also going to decorate the tree. So let's start decorating the tree. I know, it was scary. It was scary. And then, of course, I had to run out the door. And my mom was sitting there. And I had to say, Mom, I gotta go. So that made her nervous. Alright, so with a tree like this, there's a lot of different things you can do. But I was thinking, we use these little balls. You know, from Hobby Lobby, the little Christmas shop balls. And I thought it would be fun to do some different colors. And these are easy. All you gotta do yeah. So I'm just gonna cut the package open. I'm gonna take some different colors out. Okay, I'm just going to put a little glue on them and just kind of glue them in. Okay, I do want to fluff up this tree a little bit more though. Let's work on that first. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So I don't want the tree to look too sparse, because that will kind of defeat our purpose. So we'll throw a few more pieces in there. Okay, and my sweet husband went and bought a bottle of wine for me. Well, for me and him. He knew I'd had a rough day, and he just went and got a nice bottle of wine. Brought it home for me. That was super sweet. He's so cute. He's so proud of himself when he does something like that. It's adorable. I love wine. I don't drink it but like once a week. Oh yeah, looking much better. See there? Okay. Okay, let's put this one down here. Oh yes, see? Isn't that better? That's better. Just pack it in there. Whoops, I'm dropping little balls everywhere. Okay. I'm trying not to step on it because I'll squash it into the carpet. Yes, carpet and craft rooms, yeah, they don't mix. They really don't. Okay. I also got, so I had my mom and I went to Hobby Lobby right before this. Because I was like, oh, I couldn't find some of my stuff. So we went to grab a few things. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Then we're going to start decorating. So see how you can take a swag and just make it into a Christmas tree. Then you just take some from the bottom and up to the top. Yep. Let's see. There we go. Okay, much better. I like that much better. We're also going to put, I want to put a few of these down in here. Okay, so right down in here. That will also make the tree look like it's bigger. So, put this in. So I'm just grabbing the long pieces. Okay. Just kind of put them in here so that it looks like the tree is fuller at the bottom. Brenda's here. And for all that we're not at Wreath Makers Live, Brenda was so excited she was running around yelling, "No! No!" She was yelling at everybody. It was awesome. We had a lot of fun, y'all. Way too much fun. Okay. Those things are fun. Just too much fun. Alright, I think I'm about done with this part. Now this could be a centerpiece. It could be something that's put outside someone's door. It could be something that you could put on a fireplace. Alright, so now we've gotten kind of the bottom filled. Let's decorate the tree. And I got, what did I put? Hold on. I got these little ornament things. Where did I put them? Did I leave a bag over here? Hold on. Not in that bag. Must be in this bag. No? Huh, okay. I must have knocked it off the table. Hold on. I did. All right. Yeah, I knocked like 4 things off the table. That might even be a new record for me. I got this cute little ho 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 we're going to put on the tree. I got these. How cute are these? So we're going to put some of these little peppermints in. Am I missing something important? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to cut these from the string, and I'm just going to glue them in. So they do have a little hole. No, I haven't seen that. So I'm just going to glue these in. They should glue just fine. Okay. Right in there. So I'm just going to kind of randomly go around and put some of the peppermints in. Try not to burn myself. Okay. Yeah, theirs a lot bigger? You could just put a bigger truck in it. But yeah. Okay. Alright, so I'm just kind of randomly putting them around, and I will turn it around and lift it up so y'all can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so can you see where I just put the little peppermints in like that? Alright, I also got some little lights. I know I can't imagine it bigger. So I think now, I don't think I'm going to put 3 together. I was thinking about, you know, putting them random. Like the tree has lights on it. Like that. Okay. I should have gotten more than 1 packet, but we're going to make do. I don't want the tree to be too decorated, so I think it'll be fine. I can't imagine one that's bigger. That's kind of crazy to think about. This is big. This one's big. Did you see this one last year, Peggy, when they had it? Okay. Alright, so I got the little lights in. Those are cute. Those are cute. So in Hobby Lobby, they have this My Little Christmas section. And so I think I have my pot up too high because I'm getting a ridiculous amount of strings. Okay. Y'all, if you're getting a lot of strings, your glue pot's too hot. Alright. Okay. Okay. So I just went and grabbed a few little, not many, just a couple little decorations out of there. Oh. Yeah, I got one when everybody went to for Julie's wreath retreat. I grabbed it that day. I got me one, and I got Katie one. So it was fun. All right. I'm not going to use this pine cone. It's just not going to work out in this piece, but I think y'all already know, I love this pick. This is like my favorite pick. So I'm going to put some of this down here at the bottom. Alright, and we're going to fill it in. Hey, Teresa. Alright. I just like to take picks and just take them apart. Then you can get so many more pieces out of them. And when you're filling, if you will kind of fill at the bottom and then start building up, and you'll get a much bigger impact. And you can use inexpensive filler stuff and then put in your specialty things. Okay. I was thinking I had this one pick. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it. Okay, let's pull this out. I wanted to have something kind of hanging over the side a little bit. Let's see. Oh Lord, I just dropped all those balls on the floor. Yep, I did. That might be okay. We'll see. Let's keep going. I'll come back to that. I've got another one for the other side. We also have some of this we can put in. This is also something that would be cute dangling down. Let's see. Alright. Might look better if there's a couple things. Okay. I don't know if I like that or not. No, I don't like this. I think it looks okay coming up like that. We'll just kind of glue it in here. Okay, there we go. But not hanging over the side. I don't like that hanging over the side either. Okay. Sometimes, y'all, it is trial and error. Sometimes you don't need anything hanging over the side. Alright. I want this to look very woodsy in here. Okay. Alright. Where's the other piece? Isn't there another piece? We can use some of this on this other side. Okay. You just want to have balance. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Yep. I was there. Julie asked me to help. And I said, sure. Alright, this here is called hops. This stuff is, oh hey y'all, look, it came from Alana at Trends and Gems. I must have gotten this at one of the wreath things. Alright, this is a great filler. So I'm going to put some of that in. Love this stuff. They have this at Sims. This little hops. And it is an excellent filler. It gives lots of great greenery. Okay. Get down in there. Okay. What do you mean some days you're more error than not? You are a nurse who deals with stuff that goes on every day, very difficult stuff. Do not discount yourself. Okay. I love this little stuff. Let's try some of this. Let's see. This might be the thing to hang over the side. Okay. I don't want it hanging way over, just a little bit. You just want a little bit, because you want it to be realistic. Like the truck is going down the road, something's going to be hanging outside. This stuff came from Carolina Pottery. Let's see what it is. Oh my gosh, I can't read that. Y'all, getting older sucks. Okay. MTX 61911. And it's just called Natural Frost. Here we go. This is a good one. Okay. I don't know what I think it looks like, but I think it's adorable. Okay. Do y'all like this stuff? I love this stuff. Alright. So I want to... Ow! Ooh, I just nabbed myself. Alright, so this is what we're looking like so far. Can you see? Okay. Alright, so let's put a little bit more in here. I want to put a little bit more of that. I like this a lot. It's gonna make it look more Christmassy, more wintry. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like it. So we're just gonna kind of put it in piece by piece. Okay. So you see what you do is you put your filler in here, stuff that you're not really gonna see. Huh. There's no telling with this Facebook, you know what it's like, y'all. It's just... The filler just helps you set the stage for what you're going to put in after that. The filler's not the spectacular. The filler's the stuff that just gives you a base to start putting in something. Alright, we want it to look like it came out of nature. So, it's perfectly fine if it's not watered and... Okay. Alright, let's work some more on our little tree guy. Look at this mess here. Oh, I'm not done yet. Are you already done? I haven't hardly had much.
There you go.
You like my tree?
Yeah.
Holy crap! That's a lot, honey. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Sorry, he poured a whole lot in my little cup over here. Alright. Now, I'm going to put a little bit more of this in. This is what gives it the dimension, right? What gives it the sparkle. We like sparkle. Okay. I'm just seeing if I need more or not. That might be a little too much. Let's put a little bit right in here. Okay. And listen, y'all, when you're doing stuff like this, there is no rules, okay? You have to do it the way that you think looks good, and that's it. There's no rules. You just add until you're happy with it. And that's all you do. So when someone gets up close, they're going to see this little bit of hops in it. Okay, they're not going to be able to see anything down here because we've covered that. So we just had that inexpensive filler we threw in the bottom. It still gives it a little bit of sparkle. Okay. So can you see it? See, and this gives it the whimsy. Yep. I'm telling you, did you see how much he poured me? I mean, seriously, that's a whole lot of flippin' wine. Holy cow. Okay. I got this cute little thing. I wasn't sure if it would look good on this tree or not. But, oh, and I got this little bird. I wanted to put this little bird in here. Oh, look at that. How cute is that? I like it. Let's put him in. Aw, dang. I keep knocking my little glue helpers over. I'm so bad about that. Okay. We want our little bird to be hanging out in our tree. I thought about doing a cardinal, but I couldn't find one I liked. Okay. We're going to put one little ho-ho-ho on here. Right there. Maybe one up here. Little ho-ho-ho. And I'll just bend the evergreen over and hide that clip. So you can't, well, it came right off the clip. So you know what? We'll glue it in. Alright, let's see. No, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. Let's just... Alright, I got them off the floor, so we're just going to do some of these little colored ornaments. Is what they are now. Okay. You don't want too much. You just want it to be obvious that it's decorated, right? Okay. Whew. Oh man, this stuff is all over me. Okay. I like the little pink ones because they're gonna stand out. Okay. You could put something on the very top if you wanted to. Like a little star. And y'all, if you get a ridiculous amount of glue strings, get your hairdryer out and just kind of go over it lightly with your hairdryer. Okay. Oh, we even have a couple little blue ones. Let's do a couple of blue ones. Oh, that's so cute. I'm picking it up off the floor because, yep, I dropped them down there. Okay. There. Like that. Alright. See if I can get it on there. Okay, so I think the tree is decorated enough. So you don't want it to be too decorated, but you want it to be, you know. Alright. You want some of this to stand up. One of the things that you definitely want is to have some volume up in here. I feel a little like it's missing some right there. Okay. I don't want to put too much of this in, but it feels a tad unbalanced to me. So, there we go. Oh, much better. Okay. Now, I got this package of little presents. Woo, that stuff is messy, y'all. Messy, messy. Oh, we also have, we could put I can't get the package open very well. It's like, there we go. Okay. Alright. So we can take and put little presents inside here, kind of at the base of the tree. Okay. Okay. So I'll just get a little glue on it. I'm just going to tuck it down in there. I'm not going to put too many, just a couple. So some of the stuff that I'm doing, you're not going to see unless you're up close. Okay? But it just kind of gives it a little bit more personality, more like, oh, it's Christmas, they're going somewhere, they're carrying presents. Okay. Okay, so let me show you that. Put that down there. So can you see the little presents in there? The big presents, or the most of the presents, we're going to put inside the truck. Okay. I didn't want to put any styrofoam inside the truck because I wanted to be able to take it out later. Bella, what? Yeah, I know. She is a character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these presents onto each other and see if I can stack them up enough to kind of see. Okay. Like that. And then I can place them in here. Okay, so I need one more on top. Okay. Okay, like that. Let's see, how big of the opening? Okay, I think I can do 2 rows together. Alright, so I'm going to kind of glue these together. I just want it to look like he's taken a bundle of presents somewhere. Okay. Alright. Like they're all packed and ready to be dropped off. Along with, whoops, I got my order out. Along with his tree, decorated tree. Okay. So just like that. Yeah, she does have a recliner. Okay. So I am going to put, woo, that's hot. I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom. This will easily come out if I wanted to take it out later, but I don't want it to shift around a lot. Oh, that's so cute. Look. Can you see it? Oh, let me move my hand so you can see. Can you see the little presents in there? Alright, we'll do like maybe one more row of those, and then we'll put our little guy in there. Okay. So let's see, we did gold, silver, green, and red. Okay. So, silver, green, it's not very sturdy until you get the second row on, and that makes it much sturdier. So, boy, I am with the glue strings tonight. It's crazy. I must still have it too high. Y'all know that you don't need your glue does not need to be real hot. About 200 to 225. If it's ever smoking, it's way too hot, okay? If you were to get it on yourself and it would really burn you, it's too hot. These things don't need it to be that hot. So, don't do that to yourself. Okay. There we go. One more. Okay. Oh yeah, for the front, we have something. But you sure can. Okay, so let's put a little glue on the bottom. And I'm going to place that one right in front of this one. There. Now you can see inside there, it's just like a very neat little thing of packages. Okay. Now, we've got our, so this is what we have for the front. Isn't it cute? So for the front, Lordy, I'm getting glue all over everything. Definitely must still be too hot because I am just like glue stringing everywhere. Okay. I want to see how this will look. Okay. If we put this in here. Yes, I like it. I don't know if I have more of these or not. Okay. I don't want it to be too big up there, but I want there to be some. I want you to be able to see some of it. Oh, cute! Let's see, is this one too big? Okay. There we go. Now we got some little color going on here. Oh, that's right. You'll be here tomorrow. Okay. Now, let's do the front. You could also just throw a bunch of presents in there. You can do it any way you want. I had gotten out some of the marshmallows, but I don't really want to put the marshmallows in here. But that's also an idea. I have my buckets over there. You could put some red berries in. I don't really think I want red berries. I really like it just kind of decorated. Okay. So, let's get this thing on the front. Put them over there. Okay. This thing is so cute. I looked all over trying to find one that I really liked, and I got several different ones, but I really like this one because it makes me feel like that that it's like holly, you know. I didn't want something that was too big, but I definitely wanted something to go in the front. So I'm just going to take some of my wire. Okay. I think I'm going to grab a couple other little things to put in this front. I'm just going to go through this front piece and wire it on. I'm going to wire it at the top and at the bottom, and then I will tie on this piece, because I think it's easier to put it on this part first than to try to get it on after I'm holding the little wreath thing. So, and I am using my silver wire. So for this thing, it has like a little centerpiece. So I was gonna go through there. Okay, and then come back down. Like that. Whoop. Hold on. I want it to go this way. Okay. Okay. Same thing in here. I'm just going up through the little piece so I can kind of hide it in the back. There we go. Alright. I'm going to go around this little grill one more time. Alright. Okay. So remember, if you have trouble, get out your little weaving needle, and that will help you get it through. Okay? So just remember, you always have that option. If you have trouble getting it, okay, like that. Okay. Now, just going to kind of tuck it under here. This one right here is going to go on our fireplace. The truck came from Carolina Pottery. So you can see what it looks like with the little, oh my gosh, I love it. Look at that little sparkle in the front. I love it. Okay. Now, I have this cute little guy. He could actually be sitting up here in the little, you know, stuff like he's riding with the tree. You know how you would have somebody riding in the back? That's kind of what I was thinking anyways. Alright, and then this guy here, we're going to put right inside the truck. Alright. And then I'm going to put his, so he's standing, okay? And I'm just going to kind of leave him in the truck, and I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of glue behind him. So, okay. See, now isn't it good that we changed out the tree, because that other tree was way too small. He's got a cute little hat, and I'm just going to kind of glue in the back of his hat. And I'm just going to kind of glue him right up against the end and stick his arm out. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm excited. Look at that. It's hard to see him. Can you see him? He's goodies in there. There's the little presents. Okay, so here's the tree. So you can see how decorated the tree is. We've got all this cute little stuff. Let me just see if I have. Ta-ta! I think I have something, yeah. Alright, here we go. Okay. I really like these little things in here. I just want to add one or two more. So, and then we're going to be done. Okay. Alright. These are just little picks from, some are from, this one is from Sims. I can tell by the tag. Just want a little something small. Let's see. A little something to throw a little color in there. Alright, there we go. All done. Alright, so what do we think? I don't know if I like that one or not. Hold on. Those are perfect. I don't like this one. That one's staying out. Throw a little guy in there. Oh yeah, the little guy has a string on him. So I was just going to tie him down. There we go. He has his little... So what do we think? Y'all like that? Those little white things? I love those. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's cute. It's a mess on my table, but this was fun. I needed this. This piece right here, I would probably sell for about $200 to $250 because it's got a lot of stuff in it. The truck itself is like $35. So you would want to, something like this, it's big. So you could definitely really go for a larger price. Yep. I mean, we don't have nearly that much in it. We probably have about, let's see, 35, 50, maybe 70, $75 in it. So, it will be in the craft fair, but you never know, Mom, it might come back home. Yeah, I love this little stuff. This little stuff is so cute. I'm going to have to go back and get more of that. Cute, cute. See, and we put a lot of filler in here in the front that was very inexpensive because you're not going to see that, right? You're only going to see what you put on top. So that's a great way for you to save money, is to put the filler in that you're really not going to spend money on. So... oh, cool! I remember the one you did for Halloween. That was awesome. Awesome, y'all. So, I think we're gonna do. I think the next centerpiece we're gonna do is this. We're gonna do this little guy. I got all kinds of cute stuff to put in it. So when you do one of these hats, just so in case you want to try to get stuff to follow along, when I do these hats, what I do is I get the cone styrofoam and you put the cone in there, and it makes the perfect thing to you know, fill up the hat. And I got all kinds of, we're gonna make it kind of monochromatic, except for the ribbon is going to have a pop of color in it. So we'll do that Maybe we'll do that both Sunday. Y'all want to do that on Sunday? We could do that on Sunday. See, and I have a couple greenery pieces to put in it. Where'd I put that green piece? Oh, yeah. Look how cute that is. It has the, you know, the black and white check. I know, right? It's addicting, y'all. I mean, going to Carolina Pottery, it's bad. Because you don't ever want to come out. You want everything. So, yep. And remember, if you can't make both Sunday, they're always going to be available in Vimeo. There is a link in the announcements. So make sure that you check that out. So our Zoom calls, for those of you who are new, they are like a face-to-face call where we can see each other. And it's just a lot of fun. Then you can ask questions. You can just ask me a question. You know, a lot of times we'll go over like specific bows or something like that. Oh, awesome. Well, we'll do a hat on Sunday. For sure. And I've got more projects planned. So, yeah. We're going to do, I've got a boot that we have. I have a sled. I have a sled we're going to do. You know, a little centerpiece in. What else do I have? I don't know. I have a ton of stuff. But just wanted y'all to see this in case. I've got all kinds of little cute black and white things to put in it. So we're going to do that. We'll do that on Sunday. So that'll be perfect. Oh yeah, see, here's the, let me show you what I mean. See, this is a cone, right? You can put them right in. You just figure out how much you need to cut off, and then you put it in. It is the perfect, exact perfect base for these hats. So this is the 3.8 times 8.5, and I just cut off part of this. And you don't even have to glue it in because it gets wedged in there nice and tight. So these things are awesome. So we'll do that. Oh, and I got a couple of these too. The little flowers. So we'll put some of those in as well. Yep. Perfecto. Awesome. Alright, y'all. So if y'all have any questions, I know it's kind of messy tonight. Good Lord, look at this mess. Y'all know I'm so bad. I'll be like, I'll clean up that mess tomorrow. I tell you, I feel like I never have enough greenery. I don't know why. I'm just like, I'm always thinking, I gotta go buy more greenery. I do use a lot of it though. Especially the filler stuff. Because that's what you use the most of, right? Holy cow, look at this stuff. Wow. There. Okay. There we go. Better. Thank you. Yeah. Greenery? You never have enough greenery. Yeah, we need to go shopping again. I mean, I haven't filled up my room enough. I thought maybe hubby would hear that. I don't think he heard me. Alright, y'all. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys on Sunday. On Sunday we'll do the hat. And then I think I definitely have some grapevines I want to do. I want to do a blue. I'm either going to do a blue and silver or a blue and gold oval grapevine. So I'm doing one of those. And, I want to do some of the doorway, you know, some of the doorway swags. So we're going to do that. We're going to do another swag. And if there's something special y'all want to see, just let me know. We're probably going to do another lantern as well. I have glitter in my eyelashes. I can see it. right, y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.